Welcome to Chatter Hoochee. I'm Matt.
And I'm George. And before we get into this week's episode, could we just ask you to like, subscribe, follow, and if you wouldn't mind sharing, it helps us to get the best guests and continue delivering the best Chatter Hoochee content that we can.
Okay, I just would like to do a public service announcement. My hay fever is kicking my ass today, so I will try not to sniff and sneeze into the mic, but I am just a victim of my own allergies, so maybe don't turn this one up very loud this week.
Yeah, it's how about between myself and my throat is really really what happened there. Between myself and you listening, we can make a little tally of how many times G sneezes throughout this episode.
Don't know if it'll be. I've just done the 3 quite powerful sneezes, but it's the sniffing. We don't need to rehash the conversation we've just had, but I've had my fingers up my nostrils, so let's move on. Anyway,
all sorts of shapes. Yeah.
Matthew Clewes, what have you been up to since last week?
I have been wedding planning, a late night trip to IKEA, and a Katie Rigby show in London. It's pretty much my week, to be fair.
Trousers.
But what about you?
I have been to a Jackson Dean gig.
Yes, you saw Jackson Dean, yeah.
I've been to the park. Sorry, private joke.
Yeah.
And have I also been to Katie Rigby? Yeah, I've also been to Katie
You
Rigby.
did also, yeah.
I was working out whether that was before or after, because look, wait, this is the tour t-shirt.
There's the tour t-shirt printed by yours truly, Katie Rigby herself.
That's not what yours truly means.
I know, it came out and I was like, what am I saying? But you know what I'm trying to say. It's late.
Yeah, it's got 3, for those of you that are listening and not watching, it has got 3 tarot cards, and one says Past Life Cowgirl, one says Kiss My Accent, and one says Don't Give Me Hope.
Okay, without thinking, if I say to you your favourite Katie Rigby song, what are you saying right now?
Oh, it's the one, what's it
Right
called?
now.
It's the one where she's like, back of your street. What's it called? We drove all night.
Wait, no.
Better or Worse? Thank you, producer Mia. Yeah.
There we go. Better or Worse. Thank you. Yeah.
Better or Worse? Sorry, just butchering my friend's song now, but that's my favourite Katie Rigby song. Yours, go.
I think it's Don't Give Me Hope.
Yeah, solid one. I'm very excited actually for Johnny You're Ugly.
Yes.
That's going to be a very, very good song.
We caught up at the weekend and I said to you, like, you know, I feel like this show was Katie's moment. Naturally, it's a headline tour, her first one, but I feel like just watching her on that stage was a moment, and I feel like she's like arrived. Do you know what I mean? And it was such a great show, and yeah, just had a really good time.
Yeah. She's a brilliant performer. She always has been, but she's really mastered that kind of in between talk, and like her confidence is second to none now. And you at the London show, you were at the final night, right? I was at the middle night at Manchester, which was the hometown show, and I just was like just beaming with pride at the back. And I don't know how it went down in London, but in Manchester, it was a sold out gig at Gulliver's. There was over 100 people there, and she saved Past Life Cowgirl for the last song, and she just did a kind of like, if you know it, sing along, and the whole room sang every single word from the first one.
Crazy.
And like I was with Jess, I was like crying, Katie's crying on stage, like it was just so kind of like such a goosebump moment. It was stunning.
She's worked so hard, and what she did with that song, like at the time, was incredible. I mean, to see that evolve now to what it has come, is amazing. I mean, it wasn't quite the same in London. I mean, London is a hard crowd, but she did so well. And yeah, absolutely nailed it, nailed the whole thing. Jake O'Neill obviously was great too. Georgia Rose nailed her supporting set too. But there were people singing, of course. There were people singing Past Life Cowgirl. Me and Jake were dancing on the side. Jake O'Neill, I didn't know he had a line dancing in, but he does.
Okay, slay Jake.
Yeah, but he was teaching me it all with his little toe tapping. But yeah, so good. Yeah, very much a proud moment to.
I think when it's your friend and you know the graft that goes in and the hustle and the sacrifice and the late nights and the early mornings and the day jobs to do your dream, like when you know everything she's done to make this happen, because she's made it happen on her own, and to see her up there with a crowd so enthralled by her performance was just, oh
Yeah.
God, I'll cry again.
And to have that many people as well across the three shows come out and see it as an independent artist who is still very much in their, at the start of their journey,
Yeah.
to have that experience on a debut headline tour, playing three shows in three different cities across the UK is incredible. Um, so yeah,
Yeah, and
it's
Katie
amazing.
Rigby is a loyal listener, and she'll be listening to this walking her dog in the morning. So, Katie, we love you. We're proud of you.
Yes,
Don't
keep
forget to pick
smashing
up
it.
your dog poop.
Yeah,
Hmm.
take your doggy bags with you.
I
Right.
was also at the Jackson Dean show in Manchester,
I've got a
which,
bone to pick with him.
oh, interesting. So I know a few of his songs. I bought it for my brother for Christmas as just like a new artist to see because we see so many now. So like I know a few songs, but didn't really know what to expect. He's a brilliant performer, and the venue we were at, which was called something in Manchester. Producer Mia, where did I go and see him? Um, the venue, like the lights, the sound, it was like a stadium arena
Hmm.
style show in just a smaller capacity, but it was brilliant. And what was fun was their support act was British. I can't remember what they were called, but they were a full band as well. So it was a big noisy night. It was very enjoyable. But oh, go on.
No. What I was going to say was like the fact it was a stadium. That's what the artists that come over they pride themselves on that, right? Because they're playing naturally bigger shows all the time. So I feel like we're quite lucky in a sense that when they bring that over, we're
You get that,
experiencing a
yeah,
huge show on such a small scale, and we're also quite in an intimate setting for that as
yeah.
well. Um, so I'm guessing that would be why.
Producer Mia says it was New Century Hall. That is correct. It was New Century Hall. I've never been there before for a gig,
Interesting.
but artists, if you're listening, um, I would hit it up. It was brilliant. It was brilliant. And it definitely gave you that full stadium feel to the gig. But, you're a couple of feet away. I don't know how big a foot is. You're
How big's
100
your
feet
foot?
away? No, no, I'm size 7.
Are you?
I am, yeah.
I'm
I'm
a
tall,
size.
aren't I? I'm tall. I need the balance.
What? Otherwise,
Right? That's how it works.
you'll be hitting the floor.
Anyway,
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Go on.
so we know in the States, in country music, it might
Mm.
happen in other music as well, but we know in country music, for an encore, the artists will come on stage in like the hometown jersey, right? And people go nuts for it. Jackson Dean came out for his encore in a Manchester United shirt and he got booed so badly. And like, fair play to him because you think, I'm doing a show in Manchester, I'll put the Manchester shirt on. It's not, it's very hit miss. It didn't work.
Mm. Mm.
He got booed so bad, he took it off.
I don't blame him. I would as well.
Yeah. And he was like, the last time, what did he say? The last time I played shirtless, I had done a jello shot out of a syringe, but it came out. Is he even Southern? Does he
I,
have that
I don't know.
voice?
I don't know, but I mean, I was going with it. You just carry on.
Let's just pretend he's Southern. I had done a jello shot out of a syringe, but it came out the other end and it went all over my shirt and my guitar. So I had to take my shirt off and lick my guitar.
I feel like you've just travelled 3 states.
And possibly ended up in Cornwall.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, he took his shirt off and then played like this most gorgeous, emotional
Mm.
final song, half naked.
Yeah. Which did you enjoy that?
I didn't dislike it.
Okay. Cool. Cool. I'm surprised he went Man United. That's the only bone I got to pick with him. I'm surprised he went Man United, but
Well, not like if you don't really know UK
yeah.
football teams, if you're going to Manchester, you're probably going to be like, oh yeah, Sam Man U.
Yeah, I know.
What
I
would you
know.
want him to do, Matt? Put a Chelsea shirt on?
Yeah. Actually, I experienced when I saw Carly Pearce, they were talking about at one part of the show. I think she said, "Oh, like what were you doing today of your day off?" Literally, like talking to her band because they were a day off on that
Oh yeah.
day. And she
Oh,
asked,
she did this at the Manchester show, yeah.
"Did she?" And
Yeah.
she asked, I can't remember what he was playing. Let's just
One
say
of them.
he was playing bass. And
Okay.
she said, "Oh, where did you go?" And he went, "I went to the Chelsea stadium," and the whole place just booed. And I'm there like, "You joking? This is London. London is blue. Like, what is going on here?"
Is it?
It is. It is. This is a very touchy subject for me.
Okay, let's try to skip around this one.
But yeah, but so yeah, similar experience.
Yeah, same but different. So Jackson Dean, if you see a picture of Jackson Dean shirtless, that is what happened. Speaking of shirtless men, what a segue that was. Speaking of shirtless men, Warren Ziders.
Oh, well, he's gone down in our estimations, isn't he, this week?
Warren Ziders, I used to think he was the hottest man in country music, and he may
Really?
well, and objectively, he may well still be the hottest man in country music.
Okay.
I would probably Grimes, but
Wiley Green?
we've got the ick so bad. Did you
Oh.
see the video?
Oh no, I don't think I have seen this video.
Oh, Matt, how have I not sent you this video? It's so embarrassing. Producer Mia, have you seen the video of him like shouting at his show? Oh my God, Producer Mia has seen it. It's honestly the most embarrassing thing. Like, if you were going out with Warren Ziders, you would dump him after you saw this. So someone like flipped him off at his show. Someone in the crowd flipped him off, and he gets him kicked out. But he's like, "Yeah, you motherfucking cocksucker." And he's just like shouting, calling them a pussy as they're like being hustled out. And it was just like,
Why did he need to say that?
it was honestly so embarrassing.
But
I just
also,
think, I
is
think
he
the phrase
12?
cocksucker is so, yeah, like juvenile and like,
Cocksucker.
yeah.
I haven't heard that since year 8. Do you know what I mean?
It's honestly so embarrassing. But then that's why Donald Trump has got involved.
Right, sorry, I
And
missed a
then,
step here.
and then so Donald Trump has tweeted and been like, "Yeah, like Warren Ziders is amazing," or something. "Behave at his show." And then Warren Ziders has replied, being like, "Thank you, Mr. President. You're
Thank you,
welcome
Mr.
anytime.
President. I mean,
Welcome at a show anytime, Mr. President."
is this the end of Warren Ziders?
I mean, I imagine the Americans will go nuts for it, but
Yeah, I imagine they will.
those
But
UK girlies have been a bit like, "Oh, gross."
yeah, I think it's like it's on his CV now, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like
And also,
things
I
that
just
have
think
happened.
like anger in any man displayed that way is such a turn off, but that is a whole different podcast.
As we move on from from an unsuccessful show to a hugely successful festival weekend at Stagecoach.
Okay, you need to work on your segues, but we'll take it. I assume you're referring to Stagecoach versus Coachella.
I am indeed. I'll tell you what, this makes you feel proud to be involved in country music. Doesn't it though? Okay, so what was the stat? The stat was Stagecoach consumed more in one day than Coachella did the whole 2 weekends
Weekends.
of Coachella.
So Coachella's 2 weekends sold less alcohol than Stagecoach did on its first day.
Incredible. But is there a breakdown of what it is, do you know?
No.
Oh,
What do you
okay.
mean? Like what they sold?
Yeah,
No.
'cause there should be. But I'm just interested to see if it's like is it, whiskey's just flying off the shelf? Do you know what I mean? Like, is it just the whiskey? Everyone's gone. Do you know
I
what I mean?
reckon it'll be beers.
Yeah, it will be beers. Be
It'll
Coors
be
Light, isn't it?
beers.
Coors
Oh,
Light,
beer,
Bud Light,
Bud Light Double Lime. I drank so many of those in Canada.
Double Lime.
Yeah, Bud Light Double Lime. Doesn't
Interesting.
taste anything like beer. It's delicious.
I mean, yeah. How's that? Is that like shandy?
It may as well be a shandy. Yeah, it's just a little tinny of Bud Light, but the tin is
Oh.
green and it's just got lime in it as well.
Mm. But yeah, it
Not
does make
very
you
bad.
proud to be a country fan, definitely. To know that much booze is being consumed at a country festival. In the heat, it is needed in the heat though.
Hydration.
Hydration for the nation. We absolutely need it. But I woke up on Monday morning, stuck on Prime, and Mr. Luke Combs was on. I was very happy
Love
because I
that.
thought I haven't seen one bit of this festival, and then I wake up and he is finishing off his set. And there was a few surprises in store for his set. One of which being Good Charlotte.
They still going?
They're still going. They're still going. And I was like, okay, interesting. And this was just as I turned it on as well. They sang one of their songs that I don't know, and then they did Where the Wild Things Are.
Slay.
Ended with Garth Brooks, right?
Yeah,
Friends in Low
Friends
Places.
in My Places.
And Bailey Zimmerman came out, didn't he, as well?
Did he? I don't know.
I think so. I'm pretty sure Bailey Zimmerman came out as well. But that's all I saw from Stagecoach. all weekend. It looked a great time. I think Carter Faith went out with Carly Pearce and sang um, Never Wanted to Be That Girl. Um,
Jelly Roll had anyone and everyone on his set.
Pretty much. There was appearances from Tiger Lily. There was Nelly. I think Kesha even came out. Like it was just all popping off at Stagecoach across the weekend, and it just reminds you that what a good time we have to come at the festival season that is on the way.
Profound, so profound, Matt. It just reminds you of what a good time we've got to come.
Some would say unreal.
So, I've shouted at Matt for his use of Unreal. I don't know if you listened to last week's episode, but I very passively aggressively pulled him up on it because to Matt, everything is unreal. So
It is.
we've got to find a new adjective.
Or maybe I need for my birthday. Can you get me I can't say.
Get your dictionary first, and then I get your
A
thesaurus.
thesaurus.
Yeah.
A thesaurus, please.
Have you not just missed out the main point that we were going to say about Luke Combs?
Sorry, yes, I was getting to that. I knew there was another one. Backstreet Boys.
Say more words.
The Backstreet Boys came on stage with Luke Combs. And it is the most unpredictable collab I think I've seen coming to be. Honestly,
I thought I saw on the video Backstreet Boys were like, Mr. Luke Combs, everybody. But was he already on stage?
I thought he was. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, have Backstreet Boys got a set at Stagecoach? Like, I can't.
Probably. Probably.
But no, maybe he was already on stage and they were just introducing him to the song.
But to almost hear Luke in like kind of like a higher pitch.
Oh yeah, what did they sing?
I Want It That Way.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, but it was just crazy. Why can't it just be on at a normal time of day for the UK? That's the only thing. But one thing I did see as well is that I think I did send this to you actually. That he did an interview backstage at Stagecoach, and he said that he's wanting to get back to the UK very soon. So
fingers crossed.
Fingers are crossed.
2026, I am predicting Luke Combs and Morgie Walls over here.
Where do you think they're going to go? Go on, anywhere. What are you thinking? Glastonbury?
No, I think they'll do stadium tours.
Do you? Okay, do you think we could see a Luke Combs, Morgan Wallen, Wembley Stadium date?
Yeah. What? Combined?
Yeah.
Like a duo show?
Yeah.
No.
Is there, do we live in a world where Luke Combs and Morgan Wallen could do a joint Wembley Stadium date? I don't know. I'm not saying it yes or no. I'm just putting
Isn't that just called a festival?
Potentially it is, but
no, I don't think we do live in a world where Luke Combs and Morgan Wallen will share a stadium.
But firstly, imagine the price of those tickets, and two, how good would that be?
I mean, yeah, it would be a sick night, but I do think they could both. I mean, if Kane Brown is playing at Wembley,
he's in Wembley Arena.
What's the difference?
Quite a lot, about 70,000 people.
Oh, I've been thinking in my head that Kane Brown is doing Wembley. That's why I've been so flabbergasted by it.
No, he's doing. Well, he is doing Wembley.
Hang on. What's Wembley Arena?
Wembley Arena is next to Wembley Stadium. It's the arena next to Wembley Stadium.
Oh, I thought that was just what they called it when it was a show and not a football match.
Well, so we've got like this alter ego that when there's no football being played and it's a gig, they call it Wembley Arena.
Wembley Arena.
Who knew a football stadium had so much ego?
Well, actually, I just thought Wembley was Wembley.
It is. It's Wembley is the place in London, and there's Wembley Stadium, and then there's Wembley Arena.
Right.
So, did you think when Kane Brown was playing to 90,000 people, bless his heart, in Wembley
Which is
Stadium?
why I've been bringing it up so much, being like, how? Who's okayed this? Who signed it off? And who's buying those tickets?
I mean, also, he's playing in October, which the weather is unpredictable in his country at the best of times, but he'd be brave to put on a Wembley Stadium show in October.
They've not got a lid on it.
A lid? Well, like a saucepan?
No, Cardiff, the Millennium Stadium used to have a lid on it.
Funny story. There is a lid on, but they don't like to use it.
Oh,
Yeah, funny that. They spent so much money actually building the roof and they don't actually use it.
that's
Um,
silly.
it is silly.
Anyway, so
But anyway, I'm glad we got to the bottom of that.
right, so maybe they'll play Wembley Arena, but not Wembley Stadium.
See, I think, yeah, maybe. Well, Morgan's
Maybe
on.
maybe Morgie Walls could, but maybe Luke Combs is maybe at the in the UK still arena level.
Yeah, maybe that's why. Maybe a festival. Maybe Glastonbury. Maybe we'll see a Glastonbury set from one of them next year.
I don't think you'd see both of them headlining on the same day though,
No,
ever.
no, no, no. One of them. One of them, not both of them. Um,
Wasn't there big rumours this year that Luke Combs was going to Glastonbury?
well, I think there was big rumors, but I think it kind of.
There were rumours of that.
I guess
I mean,
obviously
it's
it's
not
not happening.
happening, but
It's not happening.
does someone just does someone just go, oh, wouldn't it be nice if Luke Combs was at Glastonbury? And then that's it, the rumour starts.
Just spirals. Like someone just tweets it.
Speaking
Maybe.
of tours,
Mm.
that's how you segue, Matt.
I thought it was a good segue.
Well, we'll let the listeners let us know. But Jelly Roll, let's talk about that because
Mm.
there was the elusive hole where his name should have been on the Post Malone London show. And then, but there was no other support artist. And then recently he was over for something in Oxford. He was being honoured
Been
with
to
some.
uni.
He was being honoured for something, some like
Mm.
philanthropic work, I think. Anyway, he was
Yeah.
in London,
Mm.
and Bunny, his wife, posted a video of like FaceTime from him at Buckingham Palace, and everyone was like, "Whoa, we thought he wasn't allowed in the UK."
Mm.
And she'd said something like, "Can't wait to be there in September," and everyone was like, "Pardon?" And then she put like, see you on Post's tour."
So.
But then no one addressed it. So Post Malone
Mm.
didn't address it. Jelly Roll didn't address it until now.
Well, we're seeing his name being very much associated with this tour now, aren't we?
Okay, so neither of them have addressed it still.
Neither of them addressed it still. I think he's been announced for one of the dates in Europe. No. Sorry, he's been added. Sorry, no. Post has announced the LA show.
Yeah,
And I'm pretty sure he was already on the European dates, right?
yeah, yeah.
But
It was just like a big no Jelly Roll in London.
there are inklings that his name is trickling onto ticket websites
Okay.
as the support act.
Well, he's also applied to be pardoned, hasn't he?
Has he?
In Tennessee, yeah. I don't know how political we can get on here and what's safe territory or not, but so his crimes are burglary
Mm,
and drugs.
yeah. When he was like in his teens, right?
Yeah.
I mean, clearly there was an issue with when the tour got announced. I'm guessing there was still kind of a hurdle to be jumped over in terms of getting him to the UK.
Yeah, so it says here the Tennessee Board of Parole on Tuesday recommended a pardon for country music star Jelly Roll, a Nashville native who has spoken openly about his criminal record and what it's taken to overcome it. The board's action leaves the final decision on a pardon up to Governor Bill Lee. I don't know. So maybe he has been pardoned. Maybe they were waiting for this to see. He does do a lot of support work and work with young offenders and stuff like that. So I don't know.
Overall, he's probably got a visa now. He can probably be allowed in the country. Here he
I
is.
got my visa and my visa. With the Swedish House Mafia.
Find me on a table full of vodka and tequila. That's
You can
that's probably the
find me.
first non-country song we've sung on this show. There we
Yeah,
go.
we did it well, didn't we?
But very excited. Buzzing if he can finally come over. Because we've kind of speculated who would support instead. But hey, if we can get the full Post and Jelly Roll experience in one, like everyone else is, that'd be amazing.
Right, Matt, I want you to segue now into one of the other topics.
Where shall I segue to? This is interesting. Well,
Right.
Post.
I think you should segue to the top one, but you do you, boo. I
Okay,
think you can segue nicely into the top one, but we'll see how this goes.
I wasn't going to go to the top one.
Oh God, where were you gonna go? Go on, do your segue then.
So Post is heading over for a tour in the UK, and so is Hardy.
Okay, that's fine. You can, yeah, nice.
Thank you for that. He's heading over for the Jim Bobwell tour, very, very soon to the UK, and he has just made his Grand Ole Opry debut, and I can't believe it's only just happened.
Yeah, he did like he has played the Opry before, but it was he came out and played with someone at like the People's Choice. Like it wasn't a proper debut, so this is his first debut.
Yeah, absolutely. And he welcomed
See,
out.
the whole definition of debut is that it is the first, so never mind.
I'll tell you what, dictionaries, thesauruses, I said it that time. Ella Langley came out onto the stage, onto the Opry stage, with Hardy to sing Wait in the Truck.
Yeah, what a nice twosome,
Duo.
whatever the word is.
Duo.
Yeah, it was very special.
I just, what Ella Langley does is just doing right now. I know we say it a lot on the show, but it's just, she is just smashing it. Like,
She is
genuine,
smashing it.
like, everything that she's doing, like, I just feel like she is getting to the top of her game. Did we mention on the last episode that she won the ACM? I don't know if we did. Did we?
Well, she's won ACM. No, maybe she hasn't. Maybe if we
Yes.
did. No, maybe she hasn't won it. She's won the Academy of Country Music Award for
New
Best
female artist.
New Female Artist of the Year. So props to her. And also, she's just a girl. Like did you see the video that she posted where she was walking into, it was like Target or somewhere, and she was like, I just need a pan. I just need a pan. Just need a pan, and came out with like 4 bags full of stuff, like, and it just like cut to her in her kitchen with like we knew this was gonna happen. And it's like me when I go into B&M, I'm like, I just need fairy liquid, I just need fairy liquid. You come
And what
out
did you
with
come
like
out with?
a whole new bedroom full of
Lights.
yeah, bedding, storage, makeup. No
So,
makeup from B&M.
no?
Shower gel,
Shower gel. Maybe some.
moisturizers. So yeah, Hardy and Ella Langley did a beautiful rendition of Wait in the Truck. And speaking of ACM awards, the Academy of Country Music have just announced that Red Clay Strays have won New Duo of the Year. Matthew, Clewes, how do you feel about that?
I'm comfortable with it.
Comfortable. Okay, great.
And how do you feel about it?
Yeah, good. I think they deserve that recognition.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And Zach Top won ACM New Male.
He won what?
The ACM for New Male.
Okay, you're like, new male. New male. ACM for New Male of the Year. Yeah, that is, I think Ella and Zach being recognised is what really needed to happen after the shambles that have been the other awards this year. Joking, I don't really mean that.
Yeah. So is it my job to segue now?
Okay, good luck, sir.
So from 1 ACM award winner to 2, Megs and Ches.
Are they ACM award winners?
Megs is. I don't know if Ches is, but he
Yeah.
surely has at some point.
That was a good segue. Well done. I didn't know
Thank
she was
you.
an ACM award winner, so I'm glad that you ended up with that one. Yes, Megan Moroney and Kenny Chesney. Wow.
The thought process. Right. I feel so lucky to be able to just watch G just try and work out how to say Kenny Chesney just then. But sorry, carry on. You sounded great. You sounded really great.
Megan Moroney and Kenny Chesney. I've written Ches there, but not like as Chesney. No. What's his name?
You've made everyone else think twice about his name.
I've ruined it for everyone. What is his name? Kenny Chesney.
Yes.
I'm not even going to say the other one.
It is Ches, because it's Chesney.
Chesney, yeah.
Yeah.
Kenny Chesney and Megan Moroney have got a new song coming out on the 9th of May.
Mm-hmm.
And did you see how she launched it?
Yes. Oh, is this about the post?
Yeah.
I thought it was cute.
Yeah, it was cute, wasn't it? She posted a little AI of them on a stage with the like banner. You had to be Megan Moroney, Kenny Chesney. And the caption was, 7 years later, got a different point of view. You had to be there for Kenny Chesney out May 9th. And she's posted on one of the carousel pictures her tickets that she bought in 2018 for Kenny Chesney's Trip Around the Sun tour. And so 2018, obviously 2025, 7 years, she is then on stage with Kenny Chesney. Isn't that such a full circle moment? And it sounds like this is a song that she has written for him and then asked him to be on.
Yeah. I
Because he
mean,
posted, I'm pretty sure this is the first song anyone has ever written for me.
it's incredible, really. I mean, the full manifestation there of being at the gig and then being on the tour with Kenny
Yeah.
and then bringing out a song that she wrote for him, about him, with him.
Yeah, so he commented on it saying, as far as I know, this is the first song anyone has written for me. Thank you, Megan. I love you.
Emotional.
Love them. And did you see his introduction to TikTok with her being like, Kenny, come on. Kenny, come
No, I
on.
didn't see this.
Oh, I'll send you the video. It's really sweet. They've just got such a nice relationship.
And they're in there. They're wearing a Cowboys jersey as well, I think.
The blue one,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's a Cowboys jersey. Um, which is nice. They've both got their names on the back, and they're like
Yeah.
besties, aren't they?
They are besties. But it's like Kenny Chesney just has like a sixth sense because he took Megan Moroney out as well, didn't he? No.
Kelsey Ballerini. We're back, people. We're back.
He took Kelsey Ballerini out with him as well. And now look at her. I'm not saying that Kenny Chesney is responsible for her career, but he can see the star in them.
Yeah, for sure. And he had a song with Kelsey as well.
Yeah. What song did they have?
Half of My Hometown.
Of course.
Because they're from Knoxville.
They're from Knoxville, Tennessee.
They are indeed.
Okay, are you ready for Have I Got Some More Country News for You?
I so am, and I've been like consciously trying to revise this week, and it's just got away with me. So who knows what's going to happen?
Right, well, I'll let you into a little secret that I get my news source from your Instagram account. So you should know the answers to the
Wow,
question.
that is probably one of the best things anyone's ever said to me.
Yeah, that's how I keep up to date. You and Holla.
Brilliant.
Right. Are you ready?
Okay.
Which artist kicked off the NFL draft by singing the national anthem at the Green Bay's Lambeau Field?
Stephen Wilson Jr. Oh, God. There's nothing funny about it. It's just funny. Carry on.
Right, compose yourself. Who was spotted in the crowd at Creed's performance at Stagecoach?
Oh,
Giving it beans, having a great time with the commoners in the pit.
oh, who was it?
That is the question I'm asking you.
Was it? Oh, it was a female,
Incorrect.
wasn't it?
The person, maybe there's a few people in the crowd. The one I am specifically referring to is not female.
Are they English?
No.
Oh, God. Who was it?
A fellow country musician who is coming over for British summertime. I can't.
Zach Bryan?
You got 50-50 there.
Oh, God. Thanks for that. I wasn't going to say Zach Bryan. I had no, doesn't matter. Let's carry on.
I just wonder where you were going.
I had
Morgan
Cara
Wallen.
Delevingne in my head for some reason. I don't know why.
I probably should have prefaced it with country musician.
Okay.
Morgan Wallen has just released a video of him playing one of his new tracks acoustic.
Ugh.
What track was it?
Don't know. I'm not going to get the name because I'm with Crazy was the last name I mentioned of
it's
it.
called I'm with Crazy. It's called Just in Case.
Oh, it was Just in Case.
Yeah.
Just in case. That one.
No, it doesn't go like that.
Yeah, he goes something. So.
All right, maybe you need to listen to that again. Right, final question.
No?
Yeah, that was it.
Thank you.
What is the name of the song that Megan Moroney and Kenny Chesney are putting out?
You had to be there.
You did have to be there. Yes, well done. 3 out of 4.
Which means that you've got to get 4 to win.
No.
Mm.
Oh, okay. Well, I just have to get one more than whatever you get next week. The week after. Whatever. Fine, I'm gonna win.
You have been listening to Chatter Hoochee, a 65 country podcast.
Remember to like, subscribe, and follow, and tell all your friends.